Hey, good morning, folks. I thought we'd try something new. I figured we'd tear through the headlines just to see what's going on in the collapsing pandemic panic scenario that's going on. Ugh. Nods to Scott Adams and Sticks, although I won't be clanking spoons and we don't need to take a simultaneous sip. Hello. The fact that Scott Adams is I don't know if they're licensed or certified or whatever, but the guy's a hypnotist, a mesmerist. I find it pretty interesting. Watch his stuff once in a while. He's not really my kind of guy. He does have interesting takes on things, though. So, other than that, I hope everyone's doing well this morning. I'm just getting everything booted up because I'm a lazy slacker. If I've clicked that OK button one fucking time, machine, I don't need to click it again. I have absolutely no idea what praying for an Easter miracle, remember miracles do happen, is about. Is Easter on the 10th? There was that Q post about the 10th being some big kind of huge day. Believe it when I see it, folks. Oh, another elitist busted. Chicago Mayor Lightfoot cuts video about staying at home and saving lives. Don't get your hair done. Then the bitch goes out and gets her hair done. I got fucking hippie hair. My goddamn barber is closed. Pisses me off. I really like Rosa. It's a Russian from Uzbekistan, which is where the Cosmodrome is, just in case you wanted to know. And she is not Uzbeki, she is Russian. Don't make the mistake. She's really nice, though. I like Rosa. She's funny as hell. Why is it that all the barbers in America are now Russians? All over the place. You have blood on your hands. It's all going to come out. Steve Bannon warns Henry Kissinger his ties to the CCP are about to be exposed. Henry Kissinger was the guy that wrote the policy for Nixon, too. When Nixon decided that he was going to open up relations with the communists, China, after Vietnam, with the cocksuckers, basically overran. Don't get me started between that and fucking Korea and the goddamn Chinese communists. Would say Patton was right, but then people are going to go off into tinfoil hatland on that. Yeah, Patton was right. We should have just took Russia when they were weak. It would have saved us so many more fucking problems. No money to be made that way, though, right? Military-industrial complex theories and shit. Pure Marxism. Hartford is promoting C-Clicks Fix app on local stations for citizens to snitch on their neighbors for violating social distances. I believe the correct response to that is if somebody decides they're going to stick their nose into business where it does not belong, then it needs to come back bloody. See, those rules used to work. That was the way America was. Put your nose in somebody else's business, get your snoot full of fist, it's your own fault. U.S. sends military ships to Caribbean Sea to disrupt drug cartels and cut off socialist Maduro regime transfer of illegal drugs. Doesn't surprise me at all. He fucking crushed it. Well, he didn't. Chavez crushed the fucking oil industry. But then again, socialism, yay, Bernie. After one sentence, Biden loses his train of thought, coughs into his hands, and then touches his face during the interview. Yeah, but he's been fucking locked down. Besides, I don't think dementia is droplets contagious. California closes all golf courses until June 19th. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Although if that happens out here, people don't flip their shit because people love to golf out here for some reason. Wisconsin Supreme Court overturns liberal governor's last-minute call to postpone elections. That's right. Fuck you. I covered that yesterday, and we fought the goddamn Civil War and still had an election, and we were two countries at the time. We can have one now because the fucking cold is flying around. Oh, folks, the sheeple are fucking killing me here. Here we go. Deep State Health and Human Services Inspector General Christy Grimm is latest Obama official to push new round of investigations against fucking Trump. as if Skeletor and Schmucky and Schifferbrains weren't already lining up their next impeachment trial against this guy. How can you sit there and believe anything these fucking people say anymore, and yet I guarantee you every fucking one of them will be reelected because their constituents are idiots? That's not true, an orange man's bad. You know what, folks, I will say this again. I did not vote for the orange man. I have issues with some of the orange man's policies. All in all, I think he does give a shit about the country better than the socialist, communist, fucking progressive, libtard backers of the evil empire that currently fucking sit there. It is my opinion, so take it for what it's worth, because see how much you paid for it. When they say deep state, the words they're looking for is globalist. When they say progressive, the word they're looking for is communist. You judge people by their actions. Don't judge them by their fucking titles. The programming that comes over the fucking idiot box is just way too much. Rioters burned down coronavirus testing clinic in the Ivory Coast. They say it would bring disease. Yeah. How much money have we dumped in Africa? How much money have the Russians dumped in Africa? And now China is looking to annex Africa. It's cultural. That's all it is. For the one time you can get away with saying the phrase, it's cultural. The culture there is not of education. The ones that are smart wind up getting the fuck out. They leave the rest of them behind, and it's a shithole. Incidentally, half the people in here are, well, I guess they must be animists. I don't see that many Muslims running around. But what the fuck do I know? FCC cites First Amendment to reject demand by leftist Free Press group to censor President Trump and talk radio over coronavirus. Yes, they do not want your president coming out and saying, here's what we did today, here's what we're going to do tomorrow, here's where we're going. That would be bad. That would make Orange Man Bad look good. Can't have Orange Man Bad looking good. Is there anybody out there who doesn't understand what the fuck is going on here? You are sheeple to these fucking evil, I would say vampires, but even vampires have some set of fucking rules. No. Democrat lawmaker demands Trump be prosecuted at international court for crimes against humanity. Still America. Still have the world's largest army. If you really want to storm our shores and try and take the president out for your imagined slight because he hurt your feelings, go for it. The fuck. I believe the more stupid people you take out of the gene pool, the better off and stronger the gene pool becomes. Speaking of which, the idiot from Texas, can't remember her name, I think it's Sheila Jackson Lee. It is Sheila Jackson Lee. Is walking around with a fucking face mask on. Ah, god damn it. Every time I move that stupid thing, I drop the fucking peanut shells. I had a mask out here, I don't know what I did with it. I've already spilled, I was eating peanuts last night. I leave the shells on the table because I don't want to pick them up off the carpet. You're walking around like this. Honey, I don't know what you're trying to keep out of your mouth. It's going to be a horrible diet plan because you're way past that point. And you're not the most attractive woman, but I do know that there are some men who will put certain pieces of their anatomy in any opening. But I think there's probably a nut hole in the fence going to get a little more action than you. Just saying. They call these people your leaders. If these people are your leaders, yours, fuck, it's certainly not mine, but if they're yours, you deserve to go down with them. If you're dumb enough to follow these fucking idiots, you deserve everything you get. Top experts used by CDC move total U.S. corona deaths from 2.2 million to 200,000 to 81,766. Those are projected. Remember when they told you everybody was going to fucking die? They lied to you. In only 8 days. So in the last 8 days, they have 81,000 times 3 would be 240,000 times 10 would put you at 2.4 million, right? I'm horrible at math. They taught me new math in school. They decided old math was bad for my generation. They tried to teach us new math, like they did to the kids now with that stupid fucking Common Core math. Another goddamn plot. You want, we can go full tinfoil. I'll open up a fucking network for that. 3 Russians sue Christopher Steele saying, don't fucking put my name in your fucking business. Good with that. Alright, that was the pundit this morning who I like. They do an aggregate thing, which is usually pretty good. Downing Street gives update on Boris Johnson's health after coronavirus diagnosis. Now, last I heard, he was not on a ventilator, but he was in the ICU. While he remains in the intensive care unit at St. Thomas Hospital in London, he is stable, does not have pneumonia, and is not on a ventilator, though he does have oxygen assistance. He has a nasal cannula in, but that's pretty much SOP just to make sure. And they don't tell you what he's on. If he's getting more than 2, I'd be surprised. That's 2 liters. The idiot who blamed Trump for his mom dying of COVID-19 was probably also one of the morons who said, well, if you shut down travel to China, that's fucking racist. He would be one of these douchetards. Biden is now tied with a person who isn't even running for president among Democratic voters. That's right. Governor Nipple Rings is tied up with Uncle Creepy. And Governor Nipple Rings has not thrown his nipple rings into the fucking arena yet. Granted, it's Rasmussen, and Rasmussen's hit and miss, but amusing to say the least. Alright, who admitted that Taiwan warned them and they blew them off so as not to offend China? Because the WHO and the United Nations, which is the globalists. I throw the word out there, but you could say the globalists, the Illuminati, the Trilateral Commission, whatever you want to fucking call them. Pick a secret society. Again, when you're so rich, like your last name is Rockefeller, that you can do anything you want. You cannot spend the money you make in interest per hour in a day. Then what does money mean? Nothing. Fuck, we're at 15 minutes. This is going to be too goddamn long. Alright, so the chick from Michigan, who's a Democrat, and said that Trump and hydrochloroquine saved her life, she's going to get shit canned. Susan Rice is blaming Trump's utter incompetence and has cost tens of thousands of American lives. We don't have tens of thousands of deaths yet, dipshit. Fucking Obama piece of shit. While CNN bashes Trump, they barely covered the coronavirus outbreak. No fucking fooling. Coronavirus is racist or something. Black people dying from virus at higher rate in some communities because they're too stupid to fucking follow instructions. You live 21 feet underwater. There's a hurricane coming. What do? Well, I stay in my house. It's 21 feet underwater because, that's below sea level. And so the ocean won't bother us. So go right over the top and we'll be fine. Yeah, Hurricane Katrina. I'm not saying that black people are inferior. Somebody's going to take it that way. You take it any way you want. People are inferior. Because we keep allowing the fucking stupid to outbreed the rest of us. Yeah, I know. Now I'm a eugenicist. Oh, turns out the city's not really going to bury people in New York City. Isn't really going to bury people in the parks unless it becomes a major issue. Okay. I didn't think there were anyway. Sounds clickbaity. You know what? I believe breakfast is ready, which is going to be some chorizo and eggs, potatoes, and all kinds of good stuff. And I didn't have to cook. Life is good. I'm going to go get my chow on, folks. It was nice talking to you. I'll catch you tomorrow. If you guys like this shit, spread it around. If you're watching this on BitChute, there's a little heart on the bottom. Click the heart so it hits the remind button, cycles back up into the feed and gets passed around. I appreciate the new guys for signing up, by the way, although those are on the beer vids, so we'll see. Hope you liked it. If you like it, we'll do it again tomorrow. What the fuck? I can sit here and do stupid all day long. I got nothing better to do, and I can't get a goddamn haircut. Fucking sheeple. Not you guys, just the sheeple in general. Adios, my friends.